Welcome back to Grandmaster Battle Royale. 8 Starcraft 2 Grandmasters. We're giving Vibe a credit for the past, but apparently he dropped out of GM like a noob. He's going to have to make up for that in game. But 8 Starcraft 2 Grandmasters will enter Riser's Winter Wonderland. But only one will survive. We have no mods. It's just the alliances are locked. The only alliances are those that they form via all chat and can be broken one way or another at any time. Let me introduce you to your gladiators. From Team Exxon, E.T. Pone Home. From Root Gaming, it's Vibe as Protoss. And here is Cheesy Toss, aka Asuna. From Root Gaming is Macintac. From Team Exxon, Dr. Ryan. From RNG Pro, Armageddon. From Missouri, Warren. And the artist formerly of Team Root and formerly known as Puck, it's Team Exxon's Nina. Turning over a new challenger status. There are no mods. I cannot talk to them, but there are no mods. This is just your standard StarCraft 2. There's a lot of bases. There's a lot of opportunity to expand and backstab and also lower the FPS of everyone in the entire game, which I'm sure will be a constant issue. Okay, and the games begin. Okay. We'll see if any alliances hold. Right now, they're just feeling it out. If anyone's open to it. Alliances are a fickle thing in StarCraft, especially with players of this caliber understanding how quickly advantages can be gained and then subsequently lost. It's been a while. We've tried different options. We're looking at more, but StarCraft 2 Grandmaster Battle Royale is where stories are told, even if those stories are as long as a Lord of the Rings extended edition. So we will see who comes out on top. Yeah, interesting. There is not a single Terran. There are 5 Protoss and 3 Zergs. Nina allies with Warren. Probably a smart move. Now, the first phase of the game is usually so you have an opponent in your quadrant, like your corner of the map. You got your northwest, you got your northeast, you got your southwest, you got your southeast. Around the center are rich gold and rich Vespene bases with plenty of resources. No small patches. Oh, I lied. There are small patches. So, claiming those later on, but resources are finite. When things are killed, they do not come back. Alright. In come some Zerglings from ET so far. Oh, an Oracle out of Dr. Ryan doing a whole bunch of damage to Armageddon, the Protoss Civil War, between the players whose colors I can barely distinguish. But the damage is being dealt out. How many workers left? Oh my god. Okay. What? It's like blue and dark blue. Come on. So Armageddon is left. Oh, is that Armageddon? Okay. Still 30 probes. But Dr. Ryan doing a pretty good job at that. Please no Nina. What is Nina up to? Let's Just preemptive no fight. Nina creating alliances on either side. With the Zergs. Trust, but verify. Dude, stop. WTF. Or as they say, what the fuck? Meanwhile, the Protoss still going at it. Dr. Ryan getting his stalkers picked up and knocked down, but an Oracle just flies past while they're distracted. Oracle will go down with a few more kills, but the Protoss are continuing to wail on one another. And as we have 8 players in the game, the frames per second are not going to be incredible. I will tell you that. So prepare for the slideshow. But we'll have to see who comes out on top of it. When we narrow it down to 2 or 3 players, it gets a little better. Because believe it or not, StarCraft is not designed around an 8-player free-for-all, with everybody having hundreds of actions per minute. Despite what almost every arcade game tells you. Well, not the actions per minute, the having thousands of units on the map. Like, come on, guys. Though I do love Zerg, so I'm getting bullied. That's kind of how it goes. By who? By whom? Or is it by who? I don't know. Everyone. Zerglings have to be picked up. Oh, that's... I love you, Arma. He's just talking about the game, not the player. Just unrelated. He's just bringing that up. I also don't know where you are. Will he telegraph his position? The Protoss still going at it. This is the vast majority. No, the rest of the losses of the map combined pale in comparison to even one of these players. There's so many bases. Like, I'm not even gonna count. But I want to say there are 40 bases on this map, which is ridiculous. That's a lot of resources, but you'd be surprised. Like, the last couple Battle Royales, it's been a little while. But, the last couple Battle Royales, so many players have survived. Like, we're 7 minutes in, and everybody's fine, relatively. Like the Protoss in the bottom left corner are kind of punching each other a little bit, but it's not a decisive... Like, nobody's floating their buildings to the corner. 1, because there are no Terrans. But 2, also, nobody's really committing to a big attack. Because, of course, that leaves you open to a massive backstab. Oh, Dr. Ryan comes in with blank stalkers. The Phoenix is trying their best. There are depths underneath. It's hard to tell what's happening. Everybody just enjoy it. And the I can't tell who's winning. Let's just... like, the Phoenixes are doing well, but they're running out of energy. Here comes some more stalkers. You can just blink from net to net. We also took down the... There is a mineral wall usually between these, but... Yeah. So, that Stargate not gonna happen. Armageddon! That's a first blood. And a pretty clean kill as well by Dr. Ryan. He battled for it, but he just bought himself an entire quadrant here, potentially. Just played better, says Warren, with the professional tips. Warren, the one who peed all over his Nexus with a bunch of corruptors. So, what a guy. Stop crying, Nina. Laying it down. Don't be a bitch. The little ally me has not rebuilt their base. It is being revealed. Optimistic. You are weak. Whoa! Meanwhile, Dr. Ryan is already expanding on those bases. Vibe is Sky Toss. Yes, he is. Oh, Vibe says no. This statement is a lie. Armageddon has left the game. That's 1. 7 remain. right now, E.T. Pone Home has the supply lead, but a lot of players are well over. There's a 600-700 supply on the map at least, maybe more. I'm not a math expert. I am but a humble farmer tending my creep. Says Brenda and E.T. Pone Home's knitting crew while he takes one of the juicy inner circle bases. Meanwhile, Cheesy Toss / Asuna getting time warped by Vibe Sky Toss army. And obliterated. It appears that Vibe has been left unchecked. The carriers have arrived. There's nothing to stop them. Cheesy Toss going for carriers, but I don't think he's going to make it. Of course, that Sky Toss composition, very strong. Once you reach a critical mass. Some carrier, I mean not carriers. Some stalkers blink back. I have no idea where they came from. Warren! Ally, says Dr. Ryan. Cheesy Toss is down. That's 2. 6 remain. I take his expos, though. Okay. The skirmishes. Ambassadors are killed, but you forgot Warp Gate. No, Vibe says Florencio strat. The Warp Gate, shitty upgrade. Vibe obviously studied at the Florencio School of Protoss Wisdom. Calling it a school is a strong statement, but so Vibe has cleared up a whole corner, well, a side of the map for himself. But the Zergs have claimed much of the inner circle. In fact, all the Zergs have at least 4, maybe 5 bases. Which, this isn't gonna help. The Protoss versus Zerg war continues. Ryan. Warren ever the diplomat here. And it's working out for him so well. Nina. She's on a pilgrimage. Wait, what is this? Is this like an expedition? Why are there 4 probes? 5 probes. That's stumbling upon Vibe's territory. Nina will be, well, dragged into Hydras and murder. Couple blinding clouds there. Loses a Viper. Does Mac and Tech. Meanwhile, yeah, Nina's gonna have to retreat. Make way! Make way! I am attack. Mac and Tech. Make way! Plebeians. For I am attack. Mac and Tech. Oh, oh god. Oh, it's getting bad. Oh, the frames. 1,000 supply plus on the map right now. Everybody with high-powered economies besides, well, it's gonna get a little worse for Mac and Tech here. Good luck, Micro against carriers! Meanwhile, carriers are cleansing both sides. The Protoss glassing all of Mac and Tech's base. Nina and Vibe, by their carriers combined, will eliminate Mac and Tech with almost no contest. I can't play the game. Who would have imagined that having hundreds of interceptors and over 1,000 supply would flag the game? No one could have predicted this. Couple parasitic bombs. Is Warren? What is Warren doing? What is Warren up to? Warren darting into Vibe's base. Down goes Mac and Tech, and then there were 5. Vibe is taking all of bot right. Warren's handling some of that. Remember, they can't see each other's vision. Even if they're allied, quote unquote, it's not. They only know what the other player is telling them. Mac and Tag's bases. The thing is, despite the Protosses combining, I'm sorry about. Oh, Vibe is being besieged by E.T. Pone Home, who has been untouched through most of this ordeal. Vibe is scrambling back with his fleet, but he will now be challenged. The carriers are gonna fight. E.T., he's got a whole lot of spores. Meanwhile, Nina looking for the scraps. Vibe will win the fight. The carrier's just deleting everything underneath that doesn't require detection. That spore crawler with a whole lot to do and little time with which to do it. Vibe losing? Oh, some of the roaches made it. Burrover roaches in the bay. Meanwhile, Warren, the diplomat, has amassed a strong expeditionary force. Nina has allowed his survival. But Warren is now. Nina has been betrayed. I don't know if this is intentional, actually. Oh, now I do. That answers my question. Warren betrays Nina after making an alliance with a Protoss to the south. Nina will not be incredibly happy about that. That's a lot of carriers. Carriers still unmatched. How many corruptors for Warren? It's unclear, and I don't have the frames with which to count them. Carriers are just deleting everything. Assimilation successful! Oh, is there to wait, who? Oh, it looks good. Some micro from Warren. Warren with a big play. Tries to steal the carriers. Actually taking down some of Nina's carriers. I don't think it'll be quite enough. But, meanwhile, Vibe is fighting, and the Corruptors strike back for the Zerg forces on both fronts. Oh. Assimilation was only successful for like 4 seconds, but Warren and E.T. Pone Home put together enough to whittle down the carrier count without losing a critical amount of economy. But is it enough? How much money do they have in the bank? Nina has got 5,505K. Whereas Vibe is struggling a lot more. And now another round of Corruptors. The thing is, the Zealots on the ground are uncontested. Nina... Ryan, no! Ryan reaching over the top of Warren to extend a hand of friendship to Nina. Nina takes that hand and says, by our hands combined, we will beat the shit out of Warren. Warren, what's up? Says Ryan. Ryan trying to play both. Okay! Oh my god damn it! Suddenly a new challenger approaches. Ah! Vibe has switched back in the ground, and ET is really struggling here. This is awkward. Warren has broken the truce. Warren just backstabbed me. At 2, Warren. Warren still has a lot going. There's... the carriers are kind of the final boss for everyone in the game. Vibe has... Now that he's survived, not only survived, but thrived, Vibe actually has almost the entire Eastern Bloc. Besides Nina with the very rich Vespine and minerals base. So... There's... Right, he's full of shit! Kill Phone Home, he's full of shit. He killed me. Vibe, that's... that is a lie. He did not. He did fight. He killed the carriers, but... Dr. Ryan, a mercenary. And Ryan kill cannon by ramp. It kills my guess. Warren really trying to hammer out the details of this agreement. Sorry, busy. Like, Warren, just let the gas go. Come on. Jesus. Archons are very good. That's the summary there. Too many. Warren, I'm sorry. Ryan expresses his displeasure with the situation before he murders his former ally. Then again, Warren did backstab Nina, who fought back against Warren appropriately. But then Ryan decided to help Nina over Warren. But Warren actually has enough Corruptors and Hydras to fight the carriers. He says, I'm sorry. He says, adios, but no bueno, mi hermano, says Warren. As suddenly, if you've been fighting carriers the whole game, you're probably going to have some anti-air or recall, but Nina inside Warren's main. She's not done with him yet. The Greater Spire will be targeted. Kill Warren. Well, way ahead of you. Here come the Void Rays. Warren is struggling on both fronts. He's got money, but he doesn't have the tech actually right now. Some of the Interceptors going to go down. Still a lot of Corruptors. Oh god, I opened the upgrades tab. I made a mistake. Okay, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, Vibe and E.T. pwn home. Oh, the Sky Toss war, but Dr. Ryan has built up Warren fighting a war on two fronts. He tried to toe the line in the middle. But it didn't pan out for him. Or did it? No, Dr. Ryan has way too many carriers now. Warren's gonna be flanked from both sides. E.T. has survived. You guys suck! Strong words. Friends? You sound just like my parents. Wait a second. Oh. You backstab me. Technically correct. I knew you would. I mean, Ryan. One sec. Thinking of a reason. As he slaughters everything. There's still enough Corruptors to be dangerous to the carriers here. We all need things in our life. There's just too many Interceptors. Dr. Ryan doesn't actually... Well, no, never mind. Ryan is the other blue. It appears Warren now. That's the end of the God of Missouri. I'm dead. Vibe says I'm already dead, which is significantly less accurate. Third place. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. Warren's not giving it up. He's gonna fight a little bit longer and hope for the best. But that is optimism. It's not so much optimism as stubbornness. Because the carriers will kill. There's no upgrades that buff your spore crawlers. Maybe there should be. Some Zerglings try to get in, but Nina has plenty of cannons. I don't know how many drones are left. Warren is going to fight to the bitter end. What else is happening? Meanwhile, Vibe and E.T. have been going back and forth. Both of them are still pretty maxed out without much money in the bank. So the real winner here is Nina. She's stood by and taken all the gold bases. Well, not all the gold bases, but several gold bases. Dr. Ryan's doing okay. Warren has not rebuilt his base. And is being revealed. Oh, storm! But assimilation successful. How does Warren still have buildings? There's an extractor. Oh, a whole lot of assimilations! Warren finally drops out a distant 5th. Just couldn't play the game. The backstabs were too much. Meanwhile, Nina has waited for her moment. And now, the artist formerly known as Puck is in prime position. As the bickering between ET and Vibe continues, as Dr. Ryan has expended a whole lot of resources attempting to kill Warren, Nina has expanded over almost everything else. ET's struggling to put together enough to deal with that many. Oh! The assimilations are successful again! There's no detection! The carriers are... Eventually, the neural parasite runs out, but... Temporarily, the neural parasite saves the day. And then there were the final 4. Meanwhile... Oh, here comes Nina! Out of nowhere! Oh, Vibe has been saying he's dead for most of the game, and now he's finally telling the truth. As Nina comes in with the initial volley obliterating half the fleet. The Void Rays are here. There's plenty of support. Storms across the Armada. Vibe! What looked to be a great position is cut down. And Vibe taps out, and just like that, we got a top 3 situation.
Your content is really top notch. Thanks for everything you created.
I did. Well, we'll see how this ends. ET is kind of the spoiler here. As, well, no, Nina. She's gonna be hard to beat. As now mining from all of these middle bases, 8,900 guess. Ryan has built a army that looks as if it hasn't been matched for 20 years. Those brood war carriers. Meanwhile, E.T. Ponehome is allowed to live for now. Nina win. What is this? What is this? You know you have a map. Meanwhile, E.T. does not understand. He's about to go. What is Dr. Ryan's play here? Is this? Well, the mothership is. I hate when my mothership gets flanked by cannons.
Can you learn how to drive so that I can pass?
Not even close.
What a save!
I can't get that high. Just go, Nina. With the observer. She's watching. Revelation on the fleet. Wait, whose revelation is on the interceptors? Oh, well. And then there were 2. GG. Wait, is he... Don't... Wait. Everyone's dead. Nina, the artist formerly known as Puck, wipes the field with record-breaking efficiency. It just ends. It's all over. At 8 minutes in, everyone was still alive. But every minute or two, suddenly, they started dropping like flies. Well, thank you to Drickit for putting together Grandmaster Battle Royale. Go check out Drickit. This on YouTube. Description. Did you know that there's a description where you can read things? You can unlock it by liking and subscribing and ringing the bell and all of that. But Nina of Team Exxon and of Efficient Protoss Slaughter will take this Battle Royale. What did you think of the map? Of the lack of mods? Of carriers in general? Give me your illustrious comments. Thank you for watching. Good luck. Have fun. And congratulations.